big lead with all those. Just talk about the team coming into this game and trying to avoid those turnovers.
Right. I mean, we had prepared. We knew it was going to be a tough basketball game, and we talked about breaking the game down into like 2-minute segments. You know, if we can survive the first 2 minutes, you know, and keep it close, then let's talk about the next 2 minutes. And you know, I felt like we did okay the first 2 minutes, and then the next 2 minutes, so the first 4 minutes, I felt like we were doing okay. But then they put that press on, and then we just, you know, we weren't running our press breaker. We were doing individual things, trying to get the ball up the sideline, and they're just too athletic and lengthy, and you know, they trapped us, and then we make bad passes, and then that turns into quick 2 points for them. So you know, you try to stop the bleeding, but I know that we had probably at least 35 turnovers tonight.
And I know early on, like you kind of said, you hung with them. I mean, able to get some points early, so that had to be good to see.
It was, you know, and you know, that's kind of what we've really been talking about, is just, you know, every possession, you know, let's get a good possession offensively, you know, let's try to get a good stop for them, you know, let's just break it down very, very minimally to those 2-minute segments. And we've really been concentrating on that for two days. And it was just, you know, making poor decisions. And then unfortunately, once that happened, then, you know, bad characteristics came out of the kids, and then that was like a snowball effect. And, you know, then we had to make changes on the bench, and so that's what we decided to do.
Yeah, I thought they really, even when you tried to get inside in the first half, they were sagging in and double teaming Ivory and keeping her away from the basket and stuff too, so taking that away from you too.
Yeah, and you know, Ivory can be a force, inside for us. She's had some really good games for us. You know, we've talked about that with the other kids, that when they do that to Ivory, you know, the guards, you've got to step up, you know, and get yourself into the offense a little more effective and be more available. We just didn't have that tonight, and you know, Edwardsville is, you know, one of the best, obviously, teams in the state of Illinois, and you know, it's a tough battle when you come up against them.
Yeah, how do you said you know, keeping the girls motivated in a game like this, and keeping their heads in it. I mean, that's got to be the biggest challenge, doesn't it?
Well, I think the biggest challenge is, you know, we knew coming into this game that it was going to be a tough game. But I think that maybe it was a surprise to some of those kids whenever they were as athletic, and you know, they haven't seen them, and so it was a surprise. And so some of the passes that maybe they typically would be able to make against some of the other teams, you know, that's not going to happen against this type of a team. And you know how it is, when one person makes a mistake, then things start to go bad, and then you start to blame, and you know, you can't do that. It doesn't matter who you're playing, you just cannot do that. So, you know, in the locker room, we're discussing that it's really not the loss that is so disappointing, it's the fact that you kind of gave up on your teammates, and good teams don't do that. So, you know, we're going to take, you know, we got a couple days off. We're going to come back on Monday, and we're going to get ready for Connsville, or Granite City, and East St. Louis.
All right.